Good afternoon, students, and we're welcome to grade 8 mathematics. And we'll continue with our inequality task. Our textbook of reference is the New General Mathematics, Book 2, JSS 2. We are on page 201, exercise F, and exercise G will be our focal point for this exercise. Remember that what we do is we try to solve, if it's possible, every question. The same strategy we use in further mathematics for senior secondary is what we're now using now. Don't leave any question behind. All right, so I'll start from under exercise 22F. I'll start. The next number after 4.5 is 5. X could be 5, X could be 6, X could be 7, dot, dot, dot. That's all you need to do. I see that. Then for question 4, 3x is what? Less than 7. What does this mean? It means that 3x less than 7, I'll divide both sides by 3. So x will be less than 7 over 3. What is that in mixed fraction or mixed number? It will be what? 2 whole number 1 over 3. X is not up to 2 whole number 1 over 3. X is not up to, that's what it means. So x will be any number that is lower than this value. So it means that x will be equal to 2, 1, 0, and so on. I see that. That's for question 4. Question 5. In question 5, we have that 4x is less than minus 11 or negative 11. So what does that mean? It means 4x is less than negative 11. You divide both sides by 4, and x will be less than negative 11 over 4. What is negative 11 over 4? In mixed numbers again, it's going to be what? Negative 2 whole number 3 over 4. So I see the steps I'm taking. That's the steps you should take as you are solving. And this will now be x is a number that is less than this. X is not this. So x is less than. Now remember when you are going, if you are doing your number line, let me just do that for you to remember. If you are going in this direction, the numbers are increasing. If you are going in this direction, the numbers are decreasing. So x is negative somewhere here, negative 2, 3 over 4. And we have said that x is less than that. So the next value for x will be what? Negative 3, negative 4. It's going back this way now. Negative 5, comma, dot, dot, dot. That's it. Let's go to question 6. Let's go to question 6. You have that 4x is greater than negative 14. We need that 4x to be greater than negative 14. I divide both sides by 4, and x will be greater than negative 7 over 2. What is negative 7 over 2? That's negative 3.5. Here, you have to be very careful. Here, you have to be very careful. Now take note of this. It said x is a number that is bigger than this. So look at this, x. You remember your number line? Negative 3 over 2 will be here. It's a number lower than that. But they said x is bigger than that. So the first number that is bigger than negative 3 over 2 is what? Whole number is what? 3. I see that. So with that, x will be equal to negative 3, comma, negative 2, comma, negative 1, comma, dot, dot, dot. I see that. So that takes care of question 6. So I'm going to pause again, and that would have added idea for some persons, and then which means that 5x will be greater than what? 3. X will now be greater than 3 over 5, which means that if I draw my number line, that's what I'm asked to do. We said I should state the integer. I should state the integer. Now, x is greater than 3 over 5. I will advise you convert to decimal. This will be 0.6. So if you are to use the number line technique, look at it. If this is 0.6, 0.6 will exist between 1 and 0. So they said what we want is an integer that is greater than 0.6. So it means you have to start from 1. So your answer will now be what? 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 and so on and so forth. That's for number 7. In question 8, we are told that negative 8 is less than 3x. Oh, I got that right. Negative 8 is less than 3x. So what it means is that if this is less than this, it only means that this must be greater than this. I'll divide both sides by 3, and that will be x greater than negative 8 over 3. What is negative 8 over 3? That is what? Negative 2 over 3. Now I'll just put a dot here and write negative 2 over 3. Remember that as you move to the right, the bigger the value of the number, and the more positive that number will be. So this will now be what? This place will be negative 2, and this place will be negative 3. But remember that what we want is an integer that is greater than this value. So it will tend more towards this. So your answer becomes x equal to what? Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3 dots. All right. From question 9, what does it say? It says that 2x plus 1 is less than 12. So what does this mean? This will be 2x plus 1 minus 1 less than 12 minus 1. So 2x will be less than what? 11. 2x will be less than 11. And x will now be less than what? 11 over 2. So what is that? That is x less than 5 whole number 1 over 2. 5 whole number 1 over 2. That's 5 whole number 1 over 2. All right. Now, you create your dots. Remember, 5.5. You are told that the number should be less than. So there is 4 and there is 6. So the integer between the that will have, okay, sorry, there is 5 and there is 6. Between 5 and 6, you have 5.5. So what would you be looking for? You'll be looking for this number 5. So x will be equal to 5, 4, 3. Dot, dot, dot will be your answer there. That's for question 9. In question 10, let's look at 10. (5x minus 7) is greater than 9, meaning that 5x minus 7 plus 7 is greater than 9 plus 7. Remember why we're adding 7? We want to eliminate this 7 here. So 5x will now be greater than 16, and x will be equal to 16 over, sorry, will be greater than 16 over 5. Now look at this. What this means is that x is greater than 3 whole number 1 over 5. You see here that your knowledge of numeration is coming to bear here, because nobody will teach you how to convert from improper to mixed number now. So I put my dots. I have 3 1/5 here. If I move to this place, I'll have 4. If I move back, I'll have what? 3. But they said that x must be bigger than this one. It's an integer that is bigger than this. So it means that x will be what? Equal to 4, 5, 6, and dot, dot, dot. That's any number that is above this one. From 4 upwards, that's what x will be equal to. All right. Question 11. In question 11, you have 7x greater than 5x minus 9. So that will be 7x minus 5x greater than 5x minus 5x minus 9. So what would this give you? 2x greater than what? Negative 9. Meaning that what? X will be greater than negative 9 over 2. So I put my dot, so means x will be greater than what? Negative 4, 1 over 2. So I put my dot and I'll try to establish. This is negative 4, 1 over 2. If I move to this part, I'll get negative 3 because this numbers take me closer to what? 0. If I move back, I'll get what? Negative 4. Sorry, this will be negative 4. I'm sorry about that. And this will be negative 5. So with this, it means that because x is greater than this, x will now be equal to what? Negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 dots. And that settles that. Are you seeing that? That's for question 11. So let's go to question 12. In question 12, what do you have? You have that 8x is less than 5x minus 10. Now notice that they are giving you fractions because they want you to be able to locate the nearest whole number. That's the essence of this exercise. Your ability to be able to locate the nearest whole number. So this will be 8x minus 5x less than 5x minus 5x minus 10. And that will be 3x less than negative 10. You divide both sides by 3, and x will be less than negative 10 over 3, which means that x is less than what? Negative 3 over 1 over 3. So I'll come down, I'll put my dots. This is negative 3, 1 over 3. This part will be negative 3. This part will be negative 4. Now remember that they said that they want a number that is less than this. That means it's going to this direction. So x will now be equal to what? Negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, dot, dot, dot. That is, it continues. Any of those numbers in that direction will be your answer. Now, with what I've done so far, how many of us got these things right? You solved it and you got it. Can I get the response? You did it and you are getting this answer I'm getting here. Let's see a response. Can I get the response? All right. Does anybody have a question? Does anybody have a question? If you have a question, just send the chat so that we'll handle the question. All right, so that means I can continue. Okay, it's like there's a question. Somebody has a question. 1 minute, please. You have to do what first? You need to rewrite this. So this will now be 4x plus 1 less than 6. So 4x plus 1 minus 1 is less than 6 minus 1. So 4x will now be less than 5. Are you seeing that? So what's the interpretation of that? That would be that you divide both sides by 4 and then x will be less than 5 over 4. So that means that x will be less than 1 over 1 over 4. Alright, so that would mean that x will be less than 1 over 1 over 4. So I'll come here, I'll put my dot 1 over 1 over 4. If I go in this direction, I'll get 2. If I go back, I'll get 1. But remember, they said we should find x less than what? X should be what? Less than 1. Less than 1 or quarter. So that would mean that x will be equal to 1, 0, negative 1, dot, dot, dot. Right? Okay, question 14. It says 3x plus 20 is greater than 4, meaning that 3x plus 20 minus 20 is greater than 4 minus 20. Right, so that means that 3x is greater than negative 16. I divide both sides by 3, x will be greater than negative what? 16 over 3, and x will be greater than negative 5, 1 over 3. Right, how many 3's can we get from here? 15, so that is 5 plus 15, that's 5, 1 over 3. So I will come here and put my bubble. This is 5, 1 over 3 negative. If I come in this direction, to be negative 5 because I'm going towards positive. If I come in this direction, it will be negative 6. Now, they say 5 is greater than this, so it means that x will be equal to negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, dot, dot, dot. Right? So that's that for that. So question 15. Question 15, we have that 2x plus 4 will be less than or equal to 2. 2x plus 4 will be less than or equal to 2. So what this means is that 2x plus 4 minus 4 will be less than or equal to 2. 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4. So which means that 2x will be less than or equal to minus 2 or negative. So I'm writing that negative 2. Good. So I divide both sides by 2 and x will be less than or equal to negative 1. So here you have to be very careful because here you have less than or equal to. So I'll come to this negative 1. If I go to this direction, it will be 0. If I come back, it will be negative 2. But because they said less than or equal to, I must start from negative 1. So x will be equal to negative 1, comma, negative 2, comma, negative 3, comma, dot, dot, dot. All right, let's process that one. All right, that's for question 15. Question 16. Okay, question 16, we have that 5x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 12. What would this mean? This would mean that 5x minus 8 plus 8 will be greater than or equal to 12 plus 8. So 5x will be greater than or equal to what? 20. I'll divide both sides by 5, and x will be greater than or equal to 4. Now, take note of what's happening here. It means that x, now I'll take 4. If I go in this direction, I'll get 5. If I go back to 3, remember that our concept is with integers. So if this is in place, we now know that x, because it's greater than or equal to 4, we'll start with 4, go to 5, go to 6, and the answer continues in that direction. So that's what this solution will look like. Is that clear?